I'm more lie. Hello, people. To make the stream so I don't end up fucking echoing myself.
Good idea. I've already done
Oh. Alright.
The hell, the stream's live less than a minute, and y'all are going to jump out in front of me and make me and cause me to be an ass of myself.
Road rage already.
I know.
Off to a great start.
Only 1 minute in, road rage already.
You're watching live Road Rage on the Opinionated Scotsman channel.
There you go. And if you want to see the uncensored version, go over to Peter Almond's Twitch sometime.
Yeah.
From the Scotsman, quite literally, and
It's subtitled on my channel.
mystery over Edinburgh's West End docks.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
Isn't that a song by the Pet Shop Boys?
Yeah, West End Town or something, isn't it?
West End Girls.
3 little ducks are raising a smile when with trench commuters and residents at Edinburgh's West End. Seriously appearing in large puddles whenever it rains. The plastic toys only ever come out for a splash when the Athol Crescent puddle is full, forcing walkers to skip over or risk getting their chalks wet. There's maybe a tongue-in-cheek prompt from the council to fix the drainage around the pavement which regularly floods after rainfall. Meanwhile, the Bathtime Duckies have prompted following on Twitter, with office workers and visitors alike stopping to take videos and photos. Hey, come on, man. It's not my fault I'm retarded.
I think it's kind of lighthearted.
Story to start.
Cute.
Yeah, a nice little cute story to start off. What could very possibly turn out to be a very serious news stream.
Afternoon, Tom. Go City, Tom. That is not a show, Tom. One local resident, Dr. Andrew Todd, 84, says, "I've only ever seen them when it rains. I'm on my way to take my grandson to the school bus. It always gives us a little chuckle. These gardens were redone recently at vast expense to the taxpayer. This bit of pavement, the main walkway between Haymarket and the centre of the town, is forever flooding when we get the least bit of rain. It is clearly a humanist little dig from one of the neighbours to the council to sort it out. It's harmless and it's lightening our day. The rain might be otherwise getting us down. Well, you live in Scotland. I mean, surely you'd be used to the rain by now. I mean, if you're not used to the rain by now, then I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who is behind it because the ducks mysteriously disappear whenever it dries up. Or if it is, I salute them. They're random.
That reminds me of a story in Australia. They wouldn't fix a pothole in the street, so this guy went out and got his paint. He drew a massive dick around it, and the council was out the next day fixing it or something.
I heard that. I think, yeah.
Well, if it works, it works, I guess.
Yeah.
So what happens if my question is, what happens if, the ducks start trying to float down a gutter, they look down to see where the duck went, and all of a sudden this clown pops up and says, "Come on down."
I don't know.
Whoever's doing it, though, they're just quackers.
Quackers.
Seriously? No? Nothing?
No, you're not funny.
Honest to you, then.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Boo boop and boopy doop.
Is that Kim? I was going to say, that's it, yeah. Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Anyway, now they've started lightly onto the more serious stuff now.
You've had your laugh. Now we get serious.
Hello, Dale Martin. Have a wrench.
Have a wrench.
Dad slices his hand open after Scum taking razor blades to children's swing.
Oh shit! I was just reading this on your Discord a minute ago.
My dad was left covered in blood after slicing his hand open on razor blades hidden in children's swing at a play park. Ross Lambert, 39, took to Facebook to warn others and slammed the Scum that he planted sharp blades at the kids' play area on Leyland Road, Bathgate, Scotland.
What pricks?
I know.
Exactly. Rossi was at the park with his 13-year-old daughter, Chloe. Had to go to A&E to get to stitch the deep cut. He said he was grateful it was him and not a young child who was cut by the blade.
Mm.
They're fucking scumbags. He wrote, took my daughter to the park took my daughter and dog to a little park near West Hinch. Found this embedded in the swing. What little scum does this? Imagine if it was a 4-year-old who found it rather than me. The man Marshall had brought us away to A&E to get his hand seen. Council are on the way to fully inspect the park and have reported it to the police too. Also reported it to the West End Community Association to get them to share it and make it locals aware to get some arsehole scumbags. Why don't they just fucking stop?
I know. The arseholes are fairly mild. Rare.
Some arsehole scumbag needs to kick up the taxi. West Lothian Council commented on the worrying incident and said, "This has been a reckless and worrying incident. We have been made aware. The site has been inspected and the item is no longer in the area. We regularly inspect and maintain our play areas to ensure they are safe. So no, I doubt that. If you'd done that, this wouldn't have happened in the first place."
Well, that's true, but there is only right. Say the blade was put there overnight. They're not. Council aren't exactly going to have people inspecting the park and play areas every day, are they?
Nope.
Yeah, but it could have been there for ages. You don't know how long it's been there.
Well, yeah, true. No one knows how long it's been there. But what I'm saying is, there is a certain amount of time to consider it regularly. Like, I don't know, once a week or something. But if it gets placed there during the week, they're not going to see it.
Yes. We encourage members of the public to report any issues they come across. Police in the area said they were made aware of the incident and are investigating. Razor blades were also found taped to a children's slide in the Lanarkshire area in December. Police urged parents to check playgrounds after blades were discovered in Winterfield Lane play area. Statement read, "Parents, please be aware that razor blades and knife blades have been attached to the side of children's slide at the Winterfield play area in Ogden, West Lanarkshire this morning. We would like to ask everyone to be vigilant and to check any play equipment before you let your children use it. If anyone has any information about this, we'd urge them to contact as soon as possible. Whoever did this could have caused serious injury to a child. Please be assured we are fully investigating this matter."
I'll give kudos to that father actually for checking it out enough and getting himself hurt before his kid got hurt from it.
Yeah.
That's actually a sign of a pretty good dad.
Well, yeah. The thing is, I would think with something like this, it's going to be someone who's fairly close by to the park, because nobody does that and then just walks away. They want to see a result from it.
Yeah, it sounds like punk kids or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, teenagers thinking they're hard or something. That's what it is.
Yeah. Remember those old slides they used to have, those metal slides, you know, when you were growing up as a kid? People used to put in them on there as well when I was growing up. Now they're all plastic slides.
Ethiopian Airlines, no survivors on crash Boeing 737. An Ethiopian Airlines jet has crashed shortly after the takeoff on the Addis foreign, killing all on board. The airline said 149 passengers and 8 crew members were on a flight ET302. The Ethiopian capital to Nairobi in Kenya. It said 32 Kenyans, 18 Canadians, 8 Americans, and 7 British nationals were among the passengers. Crash was reported at 8:44 local time, 6 minutes after the mum-sold Boeing 737 MAX 8 took off. We know how it happened. The cause of the disaster is not clear yet. However, the pilot had reported difficulties and had asked to return to foreign, the airline said. At this stage, we cannot rule anything out. Ethiopian Airlines CEO foreign told reporters at Bull Airport in foreign. We can also attribute to the cause to anything, but because we will have to comply to the international regulation to wait for the investigation.
Imagine going down in a plane. Keep going, sorry.
You'd shit yourself, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, you'd be shitting yourself if you know the plane's going down.
Visibility was said to be good, but any traffic monitor, 24-hour flight there, or flight tracker reported that the plane speed was unstable after takeoff. Eyewitnesses at the scene told the BBC there was an immense fire as the aircraft hit the ground. The blast and the fire was so strong we couldn't get anywhere near it, he said. Everything is burned down. First word on the plane crash when Prime Minister Foreign Ahmed expressed his deep condolences on Twitter. The airline said that the search and rescue operations were underway near the crash site, around the town of Foreign, which is 37 miles southeast of the capital. Where the victims, Mr. Foreign told the news conference that passengers were more than 30 countries were on board of the flight. So basically just mentioning the same.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Slovak MP Anton Foreign later confirmed via Facebook that his wife and 2 children were on the plane. Fucking hell. 3 Austrians, 3 Swedes, 3 Russians, 2 Moroccans, 2 Spaniards, 2 Poles, and 2 Israelis were on the flight. There were also 1 passenger each from Belgium, Indonesia, Somalia, Norway, Serbia, Togo, Mozambique, Rwanda, Sudan, Uganda, and Yemen. What's so funny in the chat? What's so funny, Rosie?
Oh, I just asked Rosie if she ever pushes her imaginary dog on swings.
With those probably just puts in like a baby swing or something.
Sparking mad, that girl.
If it's a dog in the picture, that'd be too big for the baby swing, I guess.
Yeah, possibly.
More people held United Nations passports. The airline said they believed some passengers could have been heading to the session of the UN Environment Assembly, which takes place in Nairobi on Monday. Pilot was named Senior Captain Yared Foreign, who had the commendable performance when more than 800 hours in the air, the airline said. The plane's First Minister, Foreign, had.
Oh, no.
And 200 flight hours it added. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Christina Freeland said the government in close contact with the Ethiopian authorities to gather additional information quickly as possible. So basically, there was a plane crash and a lot of people died, and it's very sad.
Hmm. Yeah, unnecessary loss of life is always sad.
Yeah, it's just a shame these things happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not anyone's fault or anything. It's just a terrible incident.
As they say, when your time's up, mate, your time's up. Sadly.
Aberdeen girl's despicable act led to snake death. Two Aberdeen teenagers who tormented a snake, which later died of its injuries, behaved in a despicable manner according to animal welfare charity. Frankie Kay and Yasmin Walker, known as Dorothy, confessed to their roles in tormenting the snake called Esmeralda. Owner Robert Norman went to his home in Marshall Court in the city centre last July when he discovered his pet boa constrictor was missing.
So it was a stolen pet snake as well.
I guess so.
Christ.
Yeah, it must have been.
Because I was going to say, then there does need to be tighter controls on having exotic animals as pets. But if it was a stolen snake, then there's not really much that can be done in that regard.
And footage later circulated on social media of the animal being thrown around the street.
Hmm.
Video showed the teenagers throwing the animal across the road and the snake lying on the pavement afterwards. The pet eventually was handed over to the police after being found at Aberdeen Beach. Fucking hell.
Not the biggest fan of snakes, but you don't have to bloody.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
Snake. Yeah.
Esmeralda was taken to the Scottish SPCA Trauma Centre and Reforming. Henry Holman said that despite the best efforts of staff involved, she died a short time later. Can we get an F in the Can we get an F in the chat for the snake? F for the snake.
Wouldn't it be S?
No, because S
is
in
the chat. Yeah.
No, S is to spit. We don't want to spit on the snake. We want to remember the snake. We can have an S to spit on the people who've done it. Yes. S for the people who've done it. Spit on them. S and a G. Treating any animal like this is despicable behaviour, and the injuries ultimately led to the death of the poor snake. Kane 19 had been due to stand trial, but she appeared at Aberdeen Sheriff Court yesterday and admitted causing the animal unnecessary suffering, throwing it in Marshall Court on July the 4th last year. After a previous hearing of the same court on the 7th of January, Dorothy 18 admitted the same charge, and the case had been adjourned until yesterday, so the criminal case of some sort report could be prepared. Chef Graham Bucking yesterday, Buchanan said, deferred the case and empowered to obtain order for Kane. Kane of Princefield Walk, and Dorothy of Marshall Court will return to court to be sentenced later. Well, that's just grim, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
Hello, Jack T. Ripper.
Jack T. Ripper.
JTR, the serial killer. We have one from Oz now, Tom.
That Scott Morrison one.
Yeah, it's your PM.
Yeah. He won't be for much longer, but yeah.
Australian PM applies women's equality should not come at the expense of men on International Women's Day.
Got to give him
Australian
balls for that.
PM Scott Morrison has been pardoned for making some less than empowering statements about women on International Women's Day address on Friday. During a speech to the Chamber of Minerals and Energy in Western Australia, Morrison insisted that women's rights should be accelerated in the country. What rights do women have that men don't in Australia?
None. They got more rights than we do.
Same with the rest of the, well, I would say Western world, but you're not really Western. You're...
Same here.
It classifies as Western culture.
Yeah, I guess so. You're more close to Dallas than you are the rest of the countries around you.
Yeah.
Except for New Zealand.
Yeah, sheep shaggers. Who cares about them?
Country, but not at the expense of the success of others. Fucking monkey going live right now. Fucking arsehole.
Yeah.
It's my time slot, you fucking cunt. I claimed it first, you fucking absolute.
This is Monkey we're talking about. This is technically still the morning for him, so.
Yeah, his subtitle is a little late. Like 9 hours late.
Exactly. Nobody. Fuck you.
Well, to be fair, the time slot he usually does didn't exist last night.
It did.
He starts at 2 a.m. Well, the moment 2 a.m. hit it, boom, it's 3 a.m. So
You could have done it at
technically
3
it doesn't
a.m.
exist. Yeah. Just to be fair.
You should go in and troll his room. Nah, won't do that.
See, we're not about setting Australians against each other, trying to push them down to lift others up, he said. We want to see women on the rise. So, but we don't want to see women on the rise on the basis of others doing worse. See, I don't think he's that wrong, really.
He's speaking the truth and they can't handle it.
Yeah. He also discussed his desire for his two daughters to have all the choices in life he would want them to have. He would emphasize the need for the nation's economy to be strong in order to women have those opportunities, the Guardian in reports. Well, he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
Actually, never says these liberal ladies don't want equality; they want special treatment.
Tom
Yeah,
was
he's
going
not-
to say the clocks did go forward in America last night. I think it was just America.
Was it on in Canada as well?
No, actually, I'm not sure. Actually, I think
Sure.
actually, some say they did, some say they didn't. I don't know for certain.
This is weird.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I'm just going to DM Blind Girl and ask her what time it is.
No, I already DM'd her. She never replied to me. I sent her the
She's
link.
busy.
We want everybody to do better, and we want to see the rise of women in this country be accelerated to ensure that overall place is maintained, he continued. There's absolutely no liberal value that you don't push some down to lift other people up. This is about true gender equality too. He speaks to criticism from Sarah Hanson-Young, Senate of Australia.
She's a
I assume
Green
you know
senator. Don't worry about her. She's a Green senator.
That's not a surprise then, is it?
Yeah, she's from my state, you bitch.
So one of those fucking loony left cunts then, is she?
Oh, yeah.
Scott Morrison telling women not to get ahead of themselves is so tin-earned and gobsmacking, she wrote on Twitter. Men who are threatened or worried of women achieving equality, this is a bloody problem. See, there's a who briefs these Muppets. I'm just going to ignore you because you seem retarded.
Yeah. Oh, she says some of the most stupidest things, man. She's just hopeless. Don't know how she gets in.
I mean, he's not saying, like, men should get treatment over women or women should get treatment over men, is he? He's just saying you shouldn't bring others down to lift other people up because that's not how it works.
The whole quota thing, you don't need quotas. It should be the best person for the job.
Hello, Reason Vision.
Boy, bigots.
You call them bigots, reason, vision. The Labour Party's deputy leader, Tanya Fallon, said in response that gender equality is good for both men and women. Right.
Scotsman, did you just deliberately read that as Labber or?
Yeah, I did.
Right, I was going to say.
There's clearly meant to be a U in there, and there's not. So I'm going to pronounce it as if there wasn't a U.
Sorry, America, but your spelling is balked.
It gives us all more freedom and choice at work, at home, in our relationship, she said. Saying in the statement, feminism is for the fight of equality between men and women. Well, it's not. It's about supremacy.
Where are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, gamer.
We're 26 minutes late.
Yeah, I had some family things to sort out. How are you all doing today?
Don't worry. The next time she's late, Peter's going to have to be worried. Yeah, that'll sink in.
Don't say that. Trucker, you bad man.
You're a very naughty man.
What's so complicated about that? She also took to Twitter to address the Prime Minister asking, could Scott be any more out of touch?
Did you give him the news, babe?
She is late.
I've got 2 of those articles.
All right.
Well, you're pregnant, are you?
No. I've sold some newspapers today. News just came out today. And I gave it to Peter to give to you.
I haven't seen it.
I've got them up here. I'll send them.
I don't think anyone's watching this anyway. I think Monkey decided to stream at the same time I did.
Damn you, monkey.
Well, there's 7 people here. After the speech due criticism, Morrison wrote on Twitter on international on fucking hell. Morrison wrote on, are you eating on my stream?
No.
You can mute yourself if you're doing that. Or I'll mute you for you.
Already muted.
On Twitter, the International Women's Day should be celebrated, and all that women accomplish in Australia.
What have they done?
Fuck all.
Yeah.
They're the most amazing people on the planet, aren't they? It's about
didn't do nothing wrong.
being all the women in our lives and our nation, celebrating their values and achievements. I wonder, did they do the same for International Men's Day? I doubt it.
No, they always kick up a storm on International Men's Day.
You know, in the UK, there was a PM who he wanted the International Men's Day to be a day where they talk about men's issues in Parliament, and he got completely blasted by all other MPs.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Like, one of them even just laughed at him. Sat there and just fucking laughed. Do you imagine if that was the other way around?
Well, that's kind of also how that No Shave November started. It was supposed to bring awareness to men's issues, mainly the predominant one being prostate cancer.
Yeah.
And you kind of see how that got hijacked.
Well, because International Men's Day is in November as well.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Liberal Party in Australia has long been criticised for its lack of diversity, something its Minister of Women, Kelly O'Dwyer. Why do you need a Minister of Women?
You tell me, man. I don't know.
That doesn't need to exist.
No.
There's always one bitch that wants to take over everything.
Yeah, why does that? Just let people be fucking do their own thing. How is that so hard to do? Why do you need a Minister of Women?
I have no idea.
Forced to address the fight is just 21% of the federal parliamentarians are women, compared to 42% of Labour's total. Or National Party is reportedly comprised of just 13 female parliamentarians. Well, how many of women actually go into politics compared to men?
Exactly. Yep.
It's the same reason why there is barely any women in construction, road maintenance, things like that. Women don't want these jobs.
Yeah.
It's all down to personal choice. It's nothing to do with sexism.
Have you noticed it's always the women who are least likely to take those jobs who are the ones advocating for women to get those jobs?
Well, they want those jobs without having to actually do the work to get them to those jobs. I've got no issue with you working hard to get those jobs and earning it the same as a man would have to do.
Yeah.
But if you're like saying like, "Oh, I'm a woman, I should get special treatment," no, fuck off. You should get nothing if that's the case. Okay, it's fair in terms of representation in Parliament. Women, we can do better. I'm not going to deny that one, as I said. Well, why is there the assumption that a woman represents a woman? Like, can women not disagree with each other on things?
Oh, hell no. You're joking? If one woman disagrees with a whole load of women, that woman gets pounded.
No, but like, you know, I have different political opinions. You all have to think the same.
No.
Well, look at what they did to Lacey Green and what's the other one? Jermaine Greer.
Because I'm pretty sure if you ask most men and women, they would agree on about political issues. Most of them would be the same, wouldn't they?
Yeah, most of them.
Unless you might get the odd fucking lunatic feminist, but that's about it. Because most women aren't feminists. They either don't care or they hate it.
Normal women don't give a shit. You know what I mean? These feminists are just mad, coward, crazy bitches.
Yeah, the media pushes it too to make it seem like there's way more than there actually is.
Well, I would say we have a record number of women in cabinet. We have 7 women who sit around the cabinet where the citizens in government are made.
Oh, and they say women don't get power.
Yeah,
There's no woman in power.
Yeah, we live in a patriarchy, but we have a female prime minister. Yeah.
What
And a
the
queen.
fuck?
Work that one out.
Oh my god.
What's happened?
Hold on a second. Let me put my camera up. Y'all gotta see this shit.
No, stop sharing it. I'll share you instead then.
Oh no, you don't have to share me.
No, you mentioned it, so I thought. Very professional stream this is.
Alright.
Slowly getting better.
It's time for that section of the stream where we go live on the road with Pumpkin Trucker.
Yeah, something like that.
Roadcam live. What's happening?
Alright. Do you see this truck ahead of me? The big truck on the right lane?
Yeah.
Look towards the front. You see that handle sticking out?
No, it's a bit blurry.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Catch him.
Oh, I caught him. That handle that's sticking out there is not supposed to be sticking out.
Oh.
Right. Is that legal or?
No.
Oh, I see it now.
It's not. With that handle out like that, whatever width he is, however wide his truck is, now counts that handle.
Right.
And he can actually just drift over a couple inches and dig that into the side of a car.
That probably should be illegal then.
I think it is, but.
But did it not have a mirror on it?
A mirror?
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that there was a mirror.
On the handle itself? No.
All right.
No, once he's hooked up to that trailer, there's no reason for that handle to be out like that.
I see.
So anyway, feminists are retarded.
You're not wrong. Either way, he's behind me. He's not my problem no more.
Here's a story from Horseface.
Horseface.
Yeah, Horseface.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
What's her name? I think you mean Donkey Face.
Yeah, same thing, same animal, pretty much.
Oh.
Company founded by Ocasio-Cortez in 2012 still owes $1,870 in taxes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And she complained about Amazon not paying their taxes.
Well, yeah, but to sort of put this into perspective, right? 1,000. That's call that $2,000, right? Call that $2,000. That could have been a adjustment after the tax year, which means her company may be paying it off. But because it was adjusted after the payment for that year's taxes, it shows as unpaid.
Still unpaid taxes, though. She's a hypocrite.
Well, they always are, the list.
AOC wants to pass.
How much was that? 18?
Yeah,
1,800.
1,800, basically.
It's 1,870.
Mysterious unknown box. Feminists are retarded. Next, you're going to tell me lesbians are fat.
What?
Someone's saying in the chat.
Lesbians are at the fat lesbian comment. Okay, where is so true.
Wants to pass.
No, not all lesbians are fat, trust me.
AOC wants to pass sweeping tax rates on the wealthy, but the freshman lawmaker might want to take a look at her own tax bill first.
So off the top of my head, just doing basic math on that, assuming that's just federal income tax, that means she made about $60,000 that year.
Yeah. Well, that still puts you in the 1% in earners, is it not? Or, I don't know.
Well,
1% of the world, I think.
Well, from around where I live, where cost of living is lower, that's actually pretty good. But New York City, that's might as well be working at McDonald's.
Right.
It's so bloody expensive.
The point I was trying to make before was, with it being just around $2,000, the amount is just so small to middling, it's barely worth reporting.
Yeah, it's not much, but
Yeah.
she's the one that complains about everyone else.
If you add a zero onto it,
the way that reads is that's how much the taxes were.
She's still a hypocrite.
That she is.
Yeah, I don't deny that, but I'm just saying this is just like a minor gotcha.
It is blatant slander, but she's still a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for as much as people like her been attacking Trump about their taxes, I'd say it's more than just a minor gotcha.
Brook Avenue Press, a company she founded in 2012 to publish children's books in the Bronx, owes the state over $1,000 in corporate taxes. Public reports show. State slapped the company with a warrant on the 6th of July 2017, 2 months after AOC announced her candidacy to run the Democratic incumbent Joe Crowley for the district in passes parts of Queens of the Bronx. Queens and the Bronx. Fucking hell, I can't read. State requires businesses to pay corporation tax on a sliding scale based on revenue. The minimum payment last year was $25. company probably got numerous layers from the state and probably ignored them. One New York City accountant theorized. Public records show the state dissolved the company in October 2016, which can happen when a business fails to pay corporation tax or file a return. The state tax department won't comment on individual companies, but typically files warrants as a last resort to trying to collect money. Basically, she didn't pay her taxes then, did she? This is the first we're hearing of it. I won't have any additional comment to look into. AOC spoke to Trent. Corbyn Trent said Saturday. Brook Avenue Press was set up to develop and identify stories of literature in urban areas like New York, specifically the communities like the Bronx. AOC said in a YouTube post on October 2011. Months before she filed corporation papers for the company in July 2012. The company relied on cheap office space and the city subsidized program to help small businesses in the Bronx. Basically, she didn't pay her taxes.
Is it just me or the Democrats throwing her under the bus because she's gotten too big for her own good?
Well, they don't want her because
they're kind of throwing her on. They're kind of throwing her on the bus, but then protecting Ilhan Omar. Try to figure that one out.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean, they want her because she makes the party look bad.
I don't know.
Call the Sunshine Bronx business and company. Yeah. So she doesn't pay her taxes, is basically what they're saying.
Yeah.
While at the same time asking others to pay their taxes. Thank you for the show.
It's all right. Well, you're concentrated, aren't you? Concentrating on the stream, so you normally do
Honestly,
it on
I'm not even that bothered, to be honest right now. I don't think many people are watching this.
It says 8.
Yeah, there's 8.
Got 7 likes though, so not too bad.
8 people watching. Yeah.
Well, there's been 5 people on the stream, so really it's free, but yeah.
We got Reason, Rosie.
Those of you who are in the stream are actually watching it as well. I am, because I've got the chat open and the stream, and that's how I got it.
I blame Ranting Monkey for this.
I blame Ranting Monkey for a whole lot of things. Some of them good, though, to be honest.
Britain, please forgive my daughter. Father advises bride eggs for her to be allowed back to the UK after a baby died in Syria. Said she did nothing.
Said she did wrong.
She did wrong without real. I can read.
Oh, stupid bitch knows exactly what she did. She had no remorse for it.
Well, she showed no remorse recently. So if they're going to try and spin it as, she was 15, she was young and impressionable, and now years later,
she's old enough to go there. She's old enough to take the consequences for going there. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So her baby died.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had life with her anyway.
Obviously, it's sad that a baby died, but I'm very wary of the news and certain aspects of the media now trying to put that across as well. We should have let her back. No,
but the thing is, with the first interview they gave her, right, she showed her true colours, and now she got backlash. She's retracting that, and she knows that all this is going to affect her. They won't let her back in. She's fucked, basically. She knew full well after the fact that they're not going to let her in, so now she's changing her story.
Well, the baby did die. That is true that she died.
Yeah, I know the baby died, and I'm really sorry for that, but she's made her own bed. She's going to have to lie in it. I'm sorry, but
No, I don't think we should let her back
I feel sorry for her because of a baby. Don't get me wrong. I'm not heartless. But what
I'm just
she
saying,
did...
what you said made it sound like it wasn't... Made it sound the baby was baby line was false.
No. I said the baby would have been fucked if it was alive because it wouldn't have had much of a life with her. But I'm saying at the same time, I feel sorry for her for losing a baby. Don't get me wrong. I'm not heartless. But what she's done to this country by betraying us and then showing no remorse for it, she should not come back to England. I'm sorry, but no. I'm sorry for the loss of her baby, but she should have known at 19 years old, she's an adult, she should have known the consequences of her actions. But no, she thought England was stupid. She thought we'd let her back with open arms. She thought that we could let her back in with open arms.
Father of Isis bride, foreign, has apologised for her joining the group and pleading the British government to allow her back in the country. Nope.
No.
I'm sorry for the loss of your baby, but I'm sorry, no.
Miss Foreign travelled to Syria. I'm trying to read the fucking article here.
Sorry.
And then travelled to Syria when she was age 15 in February 2015 with 2 other schoolgirls, so she could join the terror group. Miss Foreign's son, Foreign, died just 18 days old on Thursday, suffering pneumonia at a refugee camp in northern Syria. Ahmed Ali said his daughter, now 19, did wrong by joining the groups, but did so without realising it because she was underage. Well, no, because she decided to join.
The thing is, was she groomed by her father for it? Because
if he's that desperate to see his daughter, why doesn't he go out there then? If you're that desperate to see how good, for the welfare of your daughter, why don't you travel out there yourself instead of begging the UK to let you back in?
I'm sorry, but I really think that she was groomed from a young age by her father.
Arms Killer in the chat says, I think her child was her only leverage into re-entering the UK, as bad as that sounds. Absolutely.
Maybe they could let the child, should have let the child re-enter the UK, but not her. I wouldn't have a problem with the kid being allowed to go back to the UK, but not her.
Well, the kid wasn't born at the time, was he?
Oh, but had they let the kid in though, and told her to fuck off, then I wouldn't have a problem with that. Mr. Ali has called to the government to take her back and punish her if she had done any mistake. He made the comments after discovering his grandson had died. Obviously, it's shit for him.
What's weighing me up is she's sitting there with a picture with her baby, just for sympathy. That's disgusting.
Speaking to the BBC in northeastern Bangladesh, Mr. Ali said she had done wrong and apologised. And I apologise to everyone as a father to the British people. I am sorry for Foreign's doing. I request the British people to please forgive her. Nope. She was underage at the time. She couldn't understand that much. She understood enough to get there. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, how did she get there? She was underage. She used her sister's passport. Yeah, I understand that, but.
Oh no! Apparently,
who taught to this?
I'm trying to fucking speak here, please.
Sorry.
I fucking speak. If parents allow you to go there and you're underage, you can go there by yourself. Like you can go to a foreign country by yourself if your parents give you permission to. I think that's the law. I'm not entirely sure. If that's the case, then why did you let her go in the first place?
He paid for it anyway.
I say we give her.
ISIS will have. It'll be ISIS that pays for it. They'll have money. Go on.
I say she left her home country for that. You know, if she left her home country for that to happen, she needs to be treated how she was treated there once she gets back.
On Reason Business says, I remember to say my intro was ready. I scheduled it for 8 p.m. UK time. Okay.
Wait a second.
Reason Vision, you can share the link in the chat if you want to.
Oh.
If the link's up, that is.
Where is the...
So basically, she's a cunt. We shouldn't let her back in.
Whoops.
We've got some more news for you, Scotsman.
I was going to give him something more light-hearted, but
Let's see. Well, if you want something light-hearted, it's not the two articles I've got. So
I'll save them for a minute then.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Police charge. One police charge over 10,000 sheep stolen in England and Wales.
Oh
How
dear
the hell
God!
do you steal 10,000?
I bet he was horny as hell.
No, it was just someone who really
The
fucking
The
sleep.
theft of nearly 10,000 sheep across England and Wales last year has only resulted in one police charge by police, the BBC can reveal. Freedom of Information request allowed 9,000 sheep. Allowed 9,000 sheep were what? Showed 9,000 sheep were stolen, up from 7,000 last in 2017 and 6,000 in 2016. Humberside saw the biggest jump in the number of sheep theft incidents in 2018, while Dorset in North Yorkshire had the second joint highest. Police in Dorset said there is a lack of resources to tackle rural crime. All 47 police forces across England and Wales responded to the BBC, giving details of 381 incidents of sheep theft last year. But Hertfordshire Police was the only force to bring a charge. Well, because they're too busy arresting people for memes and things they say on the internet. That'll be why. A rural insurance company said it believed organisation criminal gangs were stealing animals to slaughter, with sheep fetching up to £90 each last year. I would have thought it'd be more for the sheep. You don't think?
No, that's about right. £90.
Well, £90, I mean, as in cost. As in, that's how much it costs to buy the sheep.
Well, don't forget, there's also feeding the sheep and searing them, making sure they've got vet bills and stuff like that on top of that.
Yeah, but it says animals for slaughter, so basically they're killing them. So I would have thought £90 would have been more than that.
But don't forget, they have to be tested before they get slaughtered to see if they're carrying anything.
On Hotskin, who runs the farm in Dorchester, said police said sheep had regularly been taken from his fields, and the numbers had gone up with each raid. So Hoskins said the sheep theft had resulted in him losing between 4,000 and 50,000 grand in recent years, which had led to the question his future in farming. He said, "Did we get rid of the sheep and say forget it? We're not going to provide a legal income for somebody else." Also, police said police has two dedicated rural officers in the country. The county. Fucking hell, man.
Sorry to interrupt, mate, but Blind Girl's here.
Hello, blind girl. I've seen you.
Hi, blind girl.
One of those PCSO, Tom Baskin, said lack of resources to tackle crime had been frustrating him and the community. I don't blame them. That appears to be going on for the most part, apart from 2016, I guess. And for blind girl, this is the number of sheep that have been stolen in England and Wales. Probably end up in some fucking brothel in Cardiff or something.
See, I was getting ready to say, those sex dolls are just too expensive.
Yeah, £90 for a sheep.
You've looked into it then?
No, this is said in the article, £90 for a sheep.
How'd they steal so many at one go? That's what I want to know.
I guess they just get like a van and do it very quickly, I guess.
Yeah.
Blind girl, you have the link if you want to join.
They must take at least 10 sheep at a time.
I don't know, maybe they go around different farms.
Hmm.
I can't imagine the same people would target the same farm because they would get caught eventually.
Yeah.
This sucks. I got a song going around in my head thinking about that. Thanks. Mention all the sheeps are now in the brothels. I only have eyes for you.
You only have eyes for sheep.
You.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyway, this is. I know Dale Feature already covered this, but I wanted to cover it as well. Because I always take an opportunity to pass the SNP anytime I like. Anytime I choose to. SNP MP Hannah Bardell punches incitement to violence and hatred crime report over sickening rape day video game. A sickening video game in which players rape and kill women has sparked calls to be investigated for and banned outright, as the First Minister register discussed. So basically, you want to control people's media. It's something about the fucking virtue signal of, oh, we want violence against women. No, you just want fucking control. It's the reason you want independence. It's the reason you are fucking. It's one of the main reasons you want independence is you want control. And quite frankly, I don't want to give you cunts any more control. They just want to control the population. So they can fucking forward their fucking globalist agenda. Well, they're not nationalists. People say they're nationalists. They're not. They're just globalists who hate the English. That's what they are.
You mean the Scottish that want to succeed?
No, they're just globalists that hate the English. They don't want independence. If they did, why would they want to stay in the EU?
Yeah, true.
She submitted a crime report to the Met about the horrific video and violent game, which is the story of violence, sexual assault, necrophilia, and incest. Telling the force she believed they would incite violence and hatred. What's video games cause violence bullshit again, isn't it? It has been debunked several fucking times. Yes, unfortunately, this regulation on media crap. This is my fucking shitty country. And it's called on the UK government's culture secretary, Jeremy Wright, to bring a general ban on the game while desk. But the autonomous main developer said he would find other ways to distribute the game, including his website, if Steam ban it. Mr. Sturgeon said the game is absolutely sickening and appalling. Violence against women, whether it's sexual or in any other form. It's not a game and should never be treated in such a way. It's serious and must be treated in such a way. I hope this game is not promoted. In my view, this matter should not be down to the individual decisions of companies. It's time for regulations governing the air to be reviewed. Perhaps the whole Parliament can unite on the issue. Call the UK government to do that without delay. Oh, go fuck yourself. Oh, you're in the UK too? Oh, I didn't know that. Serious unknown box. Yeah, so basically she wants to control media, doesn't she?
Oh yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Still here. Yeah.
Nobody was fucking saying anything.
I agreed with you, pal.
Yeah. Why is it so hard just to let people do what they want? Let the market decide whether this game is going to be successful or not.
Yeah.
Don't just ban it outright just because you don't like it. Because then you can start doing that with other things as well. You're going to start banning films and things like that as well.
They're going to try.
Slippery slope, and once you start banning things and censoring things, it only gets worse. Let the public look and decide what they want. Oh, no worries, fishing guy. Time ago, he says, I hope this game is more. I think you just did that by bringing all this attention to it, you twat. Exactly. I fucking hate these people. I kind of want to download this game now. Just to piss these people off. Ms. Bardell raised the issue with Mr. Knight after the meeting on Tuesday to discuss equality in sport and representation of women's sport in the media. Well, if you want women's sport in media, be fucking good at sports then. What was that? The Livingston MP. What?
How long's the game been out for?
I don't think it's actually been released yet.
No, okay.
Because I know your government also controls video games, do they not? Or at least they used to.
A little bit, but not as bad as this by the sound.
It's yeah. Well, you do. Grand Theft Auto 5 was banned in Australia.
Yeah, then they brought it. They did bring it out.
It wasn't banned. It was banned in one shop, was it not?
Something like that. Yeah, it did get out eventually. Everyone complained.
EB Games, I think, wouldn't sell it.
Livingston MP, who? What? Fucking hell, did I write this or something? I mean, really? Livingston MP, who was altered, was alerted to the game after leaving the Culture Secretary's office. Told Mr. Knight, I'm utterly shocked and sickened by such content. Such content is legal and being promoted. Here's the thing. Another thing I don't get as well. Rape and murder and all that kind of thing is on TV all the time. Why is it when it's in a video game it's a problem?
Movies as well.
It's just the boogeyman of the times.
When it's on a game, it's fine. Like when this game is wrong, it's on TV and film. It's perfectly acceptable.
Well, it's before. I mean, the thing is, the boogeyman now is video games. Before that, the boogeyman was cartoons. Before that, I mean, hell, there were groups that were saying old radio shows were bad.
Can I ask this? Can I ask that as a Secretary of State to ensure this content like this cannot be made available and can be made illegal? It's part of things we don't like.
What, you're blocked from seeing it?
It's not been made illegal yet, but she's calling for it to be made illegal.
Oh, Rape Day.
Yeah.
Hello, blind girl.
Hi, blind girl.
Hi, good morning. I'm still half asleep. You know what? I agree with y'all now. Screw daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Why? Because you just woke up around noon?
Oh, God. I hate morning.
Yesterday would have been fine because at this point yesterday it was 11 a.m. Now it's noon, so you're a bum. Get up.
Sunday is my day.
Right. Okay. I'm just. I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to go to the toilet.
Okay, no worries.
Later, nuts. See you in a minute.
Raised
Don't worry,
concerns
sweetie.
it's
I
been
overslept
appeared
this morning
to have
too.
blocked the content of the game as a commercial decision rather than because of its content. Well, they still fucking banned the game. They still did what you want them to fucking do, you stupid cunt. Like, fucking Christ. What do you want? Like, seriously. Well, I know what you want, but...
I don't
Steve's
know.
said in a statement.
I feel like Rape Day is probably a game that the market should kick the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but they're calling for it to be banned.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with
I don't think it
this.
should be. It shouldn't be banned.
I'm not.
So you're saying you're okay with it being banned?
I'm not gonna defend for or against it because it's a blatant game that literally says Rape Day. Like you're just asking for it at that point. So
See, I
what
don't
do they
mind
do?
Steam banning it, but I don't want the government to ban it.
True, but whether they do or not, I'm not going to defend it either way because it's like that Japanese game. I can't remember the name of it. My older brother would be able to tell me better, but it was a game where you literally went through a high school and you raped teenage girls, and it was in Japan. And it was about schoolgirl rape. I can't remember what it was, but they had to ban that too. And while I don't like censorship, I didn't run to its defense because I'm like, good for you, get banned.
Yeah, I don't say I
It's
like
kinda
the
like-
idea of the game, but I'm just saying it shouldn't. The government shouldn't be controlling media.
They shouldn't, but at the same time, it's like when you see like on TV when somebody gets assaulted and the cop says, I didn't see anything because that person just happened to be an asshole. And you kind of want the cop to uphold the law at all times, but at the same time, it was the villain of the movie and they get punched in the face and the cop's like, I didn't see nothing. And you kind of want to cheer for that, even though it's probably the wrong thing. It's kind of the same kind of context. You don't want governments to get control of censorship because they can always turn the pendulum on you. But it's one of those games where I'm not going to cry if the government does use its ban stick because I feel like it's just dessert.
I just say leave it down to the market.
It's not.
Let the market decide.
Either way, it's still not the government's job to legislate morality.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, let
It's not
the market
government's
decide.
job. But I'm not going to stop them in this instance because I'm not going to put any effort into a game that called itself Rape Day. I'll
No,
just
neither
be like,
will I.
"That's desserts, my friend. You went out and you asked for it."
Like I said, I don't have a problem with Steam banning it because Steam's a private company; they can do as they wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, hang on. The thing is, in terms of the game itself, if it's banned from Steam, it's quite difficult to find it elsewhere. I don't
But yeah,
think.
so it's going to fail anyways. It's going to end up tanking.
I don't think Good Old Games would. I'm going to see if it is on Good Old Games.
I'm just going to read this statement first. So Andy Brindley, Chief Executive of Rape Crisis Scotland, said, "When we talk about rape culture, this is what we mean. But we don't live in a fucking rape culture. If we lived in a rape culture, why would rape be illegal? Why would people who have been falsely accused of rape end up killing themselves? I mean, come on."
Okay, it's not on Good Old Games.
Anyway, fuck these people. Stop censoring our media.
They probably could have picked a better name for the game, though.
Yeah.
Especially with that whole Me Too bullshit going around.
Yeah, they should have done that.
This is interesting. Searching it on Google, you still get the listing for it. You get the URL to the listing on Steam. But when you click on it, it just takes you to the normal Steam storefront.
Maybe they should have called it Me Too. Me Too, the game.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they should have done that.
It
We've
got
actually.
foggy.
See, if they tried to go to like the feminist angle or something on it, they might have been alright, but they didn't.
However, there is still a community discussion page for it on Steam.
Must not have gotten back to that yet. Anyway, some more rules.
It looks like a lot of the users on Steam as well have reported it to Valve. Comments like, this isn't a video game, this is an extreme perversion. The content should not be on Steam.
School bus driver tells children to go fuck themselves, then abandons them at a petrol station. All the school, this is not even funny. Pull over. Student heard shouting through a terrifying journey. A bus driver who told students to go fuck themselves before abandoning them with her vessel has been charged on 26 accounts of endangering children and 1 of dick driving.
Oh, Christ.
Oh, Blind Girl, did you cover this? Did you? Or?
Yep. I wasn't going
No.
to say anything because other people cover other things all the time, so don't be limited by what's been covered and what is not.
Oh, shit,
She
yes,
was-
you did.
She was drinking as well. Damn.
Yeah, well, I try not to cover things other people have covered.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, well.
Technically, this is an extension of the article that I did because she hadn't been charged yet.
Yeah, because this
Update.
Yeah.
Update, bus driver that flipped off all of the kids and told them to go fuck themselves has actually been charged. Good job.
Lorianne Mancos was driving so erratically before she pulled over into a service station that many youngsters were screaming to be let off. So, yeah, it's basically the thing you covered then.
Yeah, did the cops ever find out what the hell was her problem? Was she just having a freaking nervous breakdown, or were the kids assholes and just pushed too many buttons?
She was charged with drink driving, so.
Oh, okay. She was just a little too, as Peter would put it, knackered to be at work.
Well, fucked, basically.
Where was this at?
Knackered.
Somewhere in America.
I think it said Pennsylvania. I think it said
Pennsylvania. Depending on the woman, Pennsylvania, I think blood alcohol limit is 0.08. But considering she has to have a commercial driver's license, the same license I have, the moment that license says commercial on it, your blood alcohol limit is half of what it was. So I can't have a blood alcohol limit of more than 0.04. And if there's any in your system, most companies will fire you on the spot for having any in your system whatsoever.
I'm cool with this. She looks after kids. I'm cool with her having nothing in her system. That would be cool.
Germany tightens travel advisory to Turkey, warns about arbitrary detentions. So Turkey's stopping people coming in again. Germany revised its travel advisory to Turkey on Saturday, warning that statements provided by freedom of expression laws in Germany may not be so in Turkey. Well, not really to either country right now, are they? Neither countries can say they have free speech. Can be ruled that Turkey's authorities will take further action against representatives of German media and civil organizations. Travel advisory, the updated travel advisory reads: statements which are the German freedom of expression laws can lead in Turkey to occupation restrictions and criminal proceedings that added. Well, again, if you're trying to claim Germany has free speech, it doesn't. Neither of these countries have freedom of expression.
Mm-hmm.
Do any European countries have free speech?
Nope.
No. Switzerland's, I think, was the last one that did. Maybe Hungary and Poland. That's about it.
Arms Killer says Germany, free speech. Wait, I live in England.
Oh, trust me, it's worse in Scotland. We still want to see be more fucked than the rest of them. Televised acts, a number of German nationals that have been arbitrarily detained over the past 2 years have been suspected of forming the movement Allied Muslim cleric Foreign, which Turkish authorities believe to be behind the which like attempting considered a terrorist organisation. You know, wasn't the thing is the Cubans their own doing, wasn't it?
Do
Because I
what?
remember the coup in Turkey a few years ago. That was their own doing. Wasn't that a plan of the Turkish government had done that themselves?
I think you might be right.
To try and like reaffirm his power or something like that. Because I think he done it as an excuse to try and get more power. Something like that. I don't know if that was ever proven, that's just what I've heard. All the makers who have attended meetings organisations by groups banned in Turkey risk being detained, Foreign Minister warned, adding, simply sharing or liking a social media post critical of the government can result in multiple year prison sentence. Well, to be fair, Germany, you're getting that way yourself. So you can hardly say, oh, we're a bastion of free speech. No, you're not. If convicted on charges of presidential via propaganda or terrorist organisation, we know that German journalists have been denied entry or extradited without explanation, which Foreign Minister Foreign announced as unacceptable. I could always know that. Matt said on Twitter, calling for a working dialogue. So basically, Germany and Turkey don't like each other.
Yeah. All right, there's a road around here somewhere.
What road?
No, you got fog, have you?
A little bit.
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
What happened?
I just saw my avatar pop up on the YouTube monitor. And
You okay?
that I can.
What
a rip.
My phone.
You dropping porn, did you say that?
No, I'm dropping my phone.
Oh, right.
Dropping porn.
Wait, you again? How the hell did you get up here?
This one's about 3 weeks old, but I found it. Thought, might as well read it. Snakes and bladders. Panic man runs from toilet from escape. Panic man runs from escape pet found in toilet. Reptile hits at the man before slithering into the top of the toilet, where it turns slightly blue from the cleaning products.
How the hell did you catch up with me?
Man has been set running after finding a toilet in his snake. When his home was renovated, the 4-foot, 1.2 meter reptile was discovered by the man at his home in Plaza in Essex. What?
Scotsman.
Did you just say?
Yeah.
Did you just say they found a toilet and a snake?
I was just about. That was what I was saying. Don't you mean a snake in the toilet?
No, I said he climbed on the top of the toilet. No, I said that he climbed to the top of the toilet.
Okay.
We'll find out after the stream, and if I'm right, it's getting clipped. But...
No, I said the snake climbed to the top of the toilet.
You're saying?
The rat snake was not venomous and is thought to be an escape pet. Hissed at the man before slithering to the top of the toilet, when it turned slightly blue from the cleaning products used in his sister. A couple have named the creature Kevin.
Kevin again. I love pets with ordinary human names. I love pets with ordinary human names. Like Blind Girl's cat is called Chloe.
Yeah, my older cat used to be Marty.
My
And
dog.
I
then
did
I
not
had
say
a
toilet in the
dog.
state. I said Snake was in the toilet and climbed to the top of the toilet.
Oh no!
Yeah, then I had a dog, Shelby.
Okay,
After the
Rosie,
car.
you lied. How would you know anyway, Rosie? You're probably 2 stoned right now.
Wait, hold up. If you had a cat named Marty, please tell me when the cat misbehaved, you knocked on its head going, "Hello, McFly."
You know
Or
what?
you
I
just called
could have.
it-
It was really fat.
Call it a chicken.
Oh yeah, I had my mom was eating KFC chicken, and I told her to eat it at the fucking table, and she wouldn't. And so she had it on the arm of my couch, and my cat jumped up, grabbed the drumstick, and ran the fuck off, and it was gone. Just he was fat. Like when he ran, he had like these fat pockets that wiggled from side to side, like you could see
Okay.
it just flowing. It just
Okay, really inappropriate question. What color was the cat?
Orange and white.
Damn.
Ah, the ginger cat.
He was huge. Marty was adorable, and then he had a brother, and I called him Jules, like Julius Caesar. And he was retarded. He would lick one paw and use the other paw to clean himself. So he was never actually cleaning himself. He would like lick his right paw, and the left paw would go up to like wipe his head. And I'm like, dude, what the? Are you ridiculous? And he would like stick his butt over the edge of the litter box and just poop on the floor, but then try to cover it up with nothing, and then run away and meow at you, saying, "Look, I pooped." And I'm like, wow, your mother ate paint chips in the barn, didn't she? Just wow.
Was that the one that got squished by the... I assume that might have got squished by the mother or something when he was younger.
Maybe, you never know. I mean, these were barn cats when I lived out on a farm, so they were pretty cool. Not quite dumpster kitties. They were horse trough kitties. But I like giving pets regular names too, except for my bearded dragons. I had one named Lunch and one named Bacon. Because that was my threat. If the bearded dragons misbehave, they become my bacon lunch. Because I heard in Australia they're so common to get run over by cars and stuff.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they're fucking retarded. Maybe the dragons are retarded.
They're quick though. They're very quick.
They're
Yes,
also
they
very
are.
stupid.
And they love the Yeah, I've had all kinds of interesting animals.
I think the closest pet I ever had that had a human name was a rat named Spike.
Oh my god, it's kind of like my stalker. He's a rat too. I love this. Why didn't you bring this up earlier? I could have
You
used
have
that.
a
I'm like,
stalker?
Spike, you.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
because
stalker.
the thing is, the rat was named after an old Elvira movie. There was an old Elvira movie where somebody had a rat named Spike, and it had a pink mohawk and a little leather collar. So I actually made a little leather collar for him and gave him a pink mohawk.
That reminds me of
Wait,
the young one rats.
How do you mohawk a rat?
Fucking fuck he wasn't close.
Pink Kool-Aid. Pink Kool-Aid. This was actually or red Kool-Aid on his fur. He didn't mind.
Fair enough.
Do you remember that in Young Ones, Vivian had a hamster and he forgot to feed it. And the hamster was Scottish. He had a ginger mohawk and he's wearing a leather, like a denim jacket. That's it. Screw you, Jimmy, come here. And he beat him.
No, fuck he wasn't involved. I don't want to fucking subscribe to you. Yeah. Just let me read my fucking story. Right, fine, I'm going to have to find that somewhere else then.
Do the Finding a Story song.
No.
I'm just sitting there finding a story.
Dream a dream.
Where's the fucking stories?
Look on the net. What do you see?
Well, there's an opportunity to bash socialism here. I'm not going to.
You know what? Scotty's gonna hate me, but find some news. Find some news.
I found my fucking news. Never reached. Oh shit, doxed. Fuck.
I found a fucking story.
Yeah, that process I accidentally doxed myself as well. Oh well. There you go. You now know my last name, people. Congratulations.
Scotty McFly.
Morag.
Good.
McCain's.
Yes, that's right, Britt. If we throw out enough fake names out there, it'll cover it.
Right.
The shit's going very well now.
It's all right. Everyone knows my surname.
Oh. Maduro process class of Venezuelan police as blackout persists. Because socialism is fantastic. Venezuelan opposition activists scuffled with police and troops on Saturday morning in the run-up to a rally intended to keep pressure on President Nicolas Maduro as electricity remains intermittent after the country's worst blackouts in decades. This is what happens when you nationalise your companies. Dozens of demonstrators attempted to walk along the avenue in Caracas and were moved to the sidewalk by police in riot gear, leading them to shout at the officers and push on their riot shield. One woman was sprayed with pepper spray, according to the local broadcaster. People want to come, so, and this is a country that fucking. Was it Jeremy Corbyn that said that this is the way to go? This is how you want to do. This is how we should do things.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about this.
The OPEC nation was plunged into darkness on Thursday evening in what the governing Socialist Party called an act of US sabotage bullshit. X today. Republican critics deride this as a result of 2 decades of mismanagement and corruption. Much of the country remained without power on Saturday morning, including the presidential palace of Miraflores, which was running on backup generators, according to Reuters witnesses. We're all upset we've got no power, no phone service, no water, and they want to block us, said Rosemary Foreign, 45 nutritionist in the Caracas rally. The Socialist Party has called for a competing march to protest in what calls imperialism by the United States. Go fuck yourself. You blame the US for your own problems caused by nationalization is what you're doing here. You caused this yourself. Anyone still here? No fucking rebuttal? No nothing?
No, man. Yeah, it's one of those shithole countries that Trump was talking about.
Yeah, well, that's socialism for you.
Yeah.
And it's the country with the highest proven oil reserves in the world. They could, if they wanted to, be an incredibly wealthy country.
Apparently, the oil quality is really not that great, though. It's like the actual quality of the oil is not the best.
So if they wanted to, they could make money off it.
Yeah.
Especially considering the oil eventually run out, the amount of money you'll make off that. Brilliant. And it wouldn't matter what the quality of the oil is when it's going to run eventually.
Hey, you know what? Apparently, some mob guys that are in Venezuela grew up in Niagara Falls, Canada.
Yeah.
The Canadians.
Imagine they're very out of the US. So.
Okay, well, Niagara Falls side on the U.S. You know what? Tell me that before I speak, fishing guy. I sound like an idiot. Never mind, Canadians aren't badass enough to be mobsters. I have a dream.
Oh, don't you don't you beat the US when it comes to the amount of arsons you commit?
Yeah.
You burn down buildings more often than they do per capita.
We're pretty good at burning stuff. Although, as Trucker will point out, once I say, hey, in 1812, we burnt the White House, he'll be like, yeah, didn't you guys run away because of a thunderstorm? And I'll be like, shut up, Trucker.
I guess it makes sense. You like to burn stuff, though. It's pretty cold. Gotta keep warm somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We actually have psychologists up here that will diagnose children with being pyros. And I'm like, dude, he's 7. How do you even know he's a pyro? Maybe he's just a kid that likes to watch things explode. What kid doesn't like to watch things explode?
Yeah, I used to sticking random things in the fire and watch them burn when I was a kid.
I used to like to stick cherry bombs in a frog's butt and watch him blow up.
You're evil.
Most Canadians did.
By the way,
Canadians were nice.
By the way, the feeding seagulls rice thing works.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, I've never seen actually definitive proof of that.
I heard aspirin as well, like Panadol, aspirin.
You don't see them explode or nothing, but it will kill them. But the thing is, that bird's got to be dumb to eat that much rice.
Yeah.
Up here, you're not allowed to eat seagulls. I don't know why, but they're a protected bird up here.
They're protected in the UK as well, which is really fucking annoying because see in the summer, they will not fucking stop. They will honestly, I swear they don't sleep. All fucking night they'll keep chirping while they're trying to sleep.
They're actually protected.
Really
Did anyone hear about this woman in the Philippines who apparently coughs up frogs?
What?
It's been exposed.
Is there an article of that?
It's been exposed as a fake, but let me see if I can find it. I know Rainbot did a video on it this week, but let me see if I can.
That's about as awesome as it raining fish and frogs.
It's raining frogs. Hallelujah. It's raining frogs.
Exactly. I think it did it 2 or 3 times. It's usually in England. It's after a tornado goes over water and it scoops up all the frogs and the fish and it just drops them on England. It's amazing.
Here we go. Yeah, she claimed she was. She claimed she was. Here you go. I'll drop it in the side chat.
I think I'm done with the Venezuelan story now. Socialism doesn't work. Just accept it.
Back.
Front.
Left.
Oh, it's got fucking Kermit the Frog as the thing.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog here.
Get with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Outside of Scribelight and Jordan Peterson, that has to be the best Kermit the Frog impression I've heard recently.
I didn't think that was that good.
It's hard sometimes to be green.
It's not easy being green. Have you heard about the woman that started? Have you heard about the woman that started coughing up? Frogs up live frogs just due to the curse 2018. Given the recent STD connected the internet hoax Momo following this scroll, so the following come as no surprise. In Bhutan City, Philippines, a woman identified as Emily claimed that she was mistakenly cursed by her neighbor in August 2018. The neighbor reportedly wanted to ex Emily's husband. He was available to instead. I can't be honest with you, I'm going to watch the video. We have very professional streams here. Basically, she calls them.
I'm gonna say I'm getting some ridiculous slowdown on my computer at the minute. Just give me a sec.
Oh, what? There's no fucking what? Oh, go fuck yourself. No
What?
video. Just a 15-minute long bullshit thing.
Yeah, and it's in
That's
it's in a foreign language as well, so I wouldn't bother watching. Oh no, actually, no, Rainbot's video isn't in a foreign language. That's what
I
they
wanted to see it
linked.
was actually a video of her coughing up frogs. That's what I wanted to see. I mean, another thing's fake, but
Is it like that Hillary Clinton video that was out during the election?
Oh, the one of her spitting out what looked like eggs into.
Yeah, but it must have been
Yeah.
like a lozenge type of thing, but it looked like eggs, yeah.
Yeah.
anyway, we've been going about an hour and a half. Might end this soon.
All right.
Okay.
So, chilling time. Chilling time, huh? Nobody got
All
a
right.
show?
Anybody?
Bear with me. So obviously, there's my YouTube channel, which you can go and have a look at. I do
Link in the description below.
I do comedy sketches and audio books. Also, I also stream on Twitch, me playing and invariably failing at video games. I've got a bit of a special stream, given that it's March the 10th, and I've been checking out Twitter. It's apparently Mario Day. So I'm going to be playing various different Mario games tonight.
Better than
Woohoo.
Sonic.
Nah, Sonic's better than Mario.
Oh, wait, Mario's way
And
better.
I'm streaming my YouTube as well as my Twitch. Come
It's
and
in the
join us.
description
and watch
anyway.
games. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Blind girl.
Oh, right. I have a stream sometime at 7, whatever that is your time. Go see it. Woo.
Midnight.
That's
Yeah,
all.
As it's not 7,
yeah.
it's 8, isn't it? It's 8 o'clock your time because the clocks change. Is it
Yeah.
not?
Yeah. I would have a link, but I didn't come prepared with one, so yeah.
Okay, for me, it's in the description. I'll show it.
Woo!
All right. Pumpkin Trucker channel. Almost daily webcams. Unfortunately, I didn't set up a webcam today because my ass overslept. Looked at the clock, and 5 minutes later, my truck was moving. So, oops.
Holy
Wow.
shit. I've got 171 subscribers.
Subscribe.
Woohoo.
Subscribers, yeah.
Not bad.
I have 52.
Hey, I've got 54.
Yay. I
Go
dropped
on.
down to 49.
Whoever's not subbed to me in here, please sub to me. I want to beat Peter Almond.
And
Okay,
on Twitch, I am 8 away from hitting affiliate. So please go over and follow me on Twitch.
See, now I'm gonna have to go find a clip of you, Peter, just going ooh, so we can edit that. Thank you. Tonight, by tonight, there will be a clip floating around of Scotsman saying, "I just want to beat Peter Almond," and then Peter going ooh.
Yeah, so sub to me, share the stream, whatever. Any questions from the chat?
Yeah, if anyone in the chat has anything they want to ask any of us, we won't be answering where babies come from because you should really know by now. Come on, guys.
Yeah, if you're watching this, you should be over at least over 16 or something.
Babies come from cabbage, don't you know?
Yeah, I was going to say, Cabbage isn't here to explain it, so we'll leave that for another time.
It just reminds me of that conversation.
Reason
the other
Vision
day.
wants to know how much subs you had yesterday. Right?
It was about the same.
Yeah, probably. I was never bothered to check how many YouTube subs she actually had.
A lot of us are British. Yes, a lot of you are British. I feel very lonely.
Only 3. Me, Brit, and Pierre, that's about it. Those are the only ones from the UK here.
And one good goddamn red-blooded American. Urgh.
And 1 Canadian and 1 Aussie.
America, Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah. Here we come to save the motherfucking day, yeah. You know, I've never
Bit
seen
too
that movie.
late, don't you think?
You've really never seen that movie.
I've
That
never
movie
seen
is
that movie.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Matt Damon.
I can't believe I started watching almost an hour ago. Time flies when you're watching absolute shit, isn't it?
Oh shit.
We are so much better than Fox News.
Oh yeah. Fox News can eat our skivvy bits.
So can Ranting Monkey for stealing my time slot.
Hey, hold on a second. Britt just admitted she has a nice skinny dick. Peter,
I played this time
No,
slot
I
first.
said
Fuck you, monkey. You
skivvies. I said skinny skivvies. I didn't say skinny dick. I said skinny skivvies. Stop putting your words in my mouth.
we are better than Monkey. Why are we better than Monkey? Because we can walk up the stairs.
Yeah, we have Daskar.
Yeah, I think that's why he was late last night. He had another fall. I was watching a bit of his show.
Is he okay?
Nothing major. Like,
I
he
feel
was
like
funny.
I feel like shit now. Thanks.
Yeah, well, he's always falling over. Who cares?
Yeah, so
I was doing a bit of lighthearted ribbon here, but now I feel like
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I feel bad now. We're all just fucking around and it fucking I feel bad. Thank you for that.
Fucking chucking your dick.
I
Fall
know.
out more often than me, and I'm a spaz.
I was ripping on him as well, but well.
By the way, Chucker, I finally found those ambrosia apples, and they're awesome.
Oh my god, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I love those things.
Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye.